to Setting the Score by Rexona, a weekly online sports show where we talk about the hottest issues about the NBA. We'll give you only the freshest and hottest takes, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. I'm PJ Manotoc, your host, and I'll be joining you still from San Francisco, California dahil nagbabaksyon pa ako. Pero hindi pa tapos ang usapang NBA dahil meron pa tayong pag-uusapan dahil malapit na ang 2016-2017 NBA Annual Awards. Kahit na meron tayong champion, kailangan pang i-award ng NBA kung sino ang kanilang mga hinirang na top players ngayong season. Siyempre, pinag-uusapan dyan yung mga top awards. Kasama na dyan ang Most Improved Player Award na ang mga candidates so far ay sina Giannis Antetokounmpo at si Nikola Jokic naman. Siyempre, pinag-uusapan din yung Defensive Player of the Year Award na candidate naman dyan. Siyempre, sina Draymond Green ng Warriors at si Rudy Gobert ng Utah Jazz. At siyempre pa, ang pinakamainit na diskusyon ay ang Most Valuable Player of the Year Award. At siyempre, ang top 2 candidates so far ay sina Russell Westbrook ng OKC Thunder at James Harden ng Houston Rockets. At ngayong araw, pag-usapan natin yan. Kasama natin ang ating mga dalawang guests para mag-umpugan ng ulo at magdebate kung sino sa tingin nila sa mga manok nila ang ihihirang next week bilang mga winners ng award. Si Anton, Roxas, kasama natin at si Migs. Bustos, welcome guys. Welcome back to The Score by Rexona.
Hi, Tej.
Thank you, Tej.
Alright, good to have you guys back on the show. Okay, simulan natin sa ating Most Improved Player of the Year Award. Let's begin with this one. Para sa akin, Migs, Anton, parehong mahirap ibigas sa mga pangalan nila. Hindi ko ma-spelling. Pero Anton, para sa'yo, baki-spelling sa akin. Sino ba sa'yo ang Most Improved Player of the Year?
Una-una, TJ, hindi ko isa-spelling yan dahil hindi ko kaya. Pero ito ang sabihin ko sa inyo. Sa huling 24 na oras, napapakamot na lang ako sa aking ulo sapagkat hindi ko alam kung bakit pa natin kailangan pagdebatihan ang Most Improved Player. Sapagkat napakalinaw na si Giannis Antetokounmpo ng Milwaukee Bucks ang dapat hirangin bilang MIP. Bakit? He led the Bucks to the playoffs. He was part of the All-NBA second team. And he led the team in 5 different statistical categories. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. And get this, he was the only player in NBA history to average within the top 20 in those 5 statistical categories that I just mentioned. So napakalinaw. Dapat si Giannis, the Greek Freak, ang Most Improved Player. At ang bata nitong si Migs Bustos, hindi ko naman kilala, si Nikola Jokic. Ang alam ko lang tungkol sa kanya, ang tawag sa kanya ay The Joker. Well, guess what, Migs? Your guy is a joke.
Alam mo, Anton, I think, alam mo, Tej, teka lang kailangan natin magsalamin nitong ni Anton Roxas kasi malabo si Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tej, if you talk about most improved, it's all about improving. Nikola Jokic plus 6.5 points compared to his first year, plus 2.8 rebounds and plus 2.5 assists. Yun ang kanyang in-improve this season. Okay, fine. Give it the statistical categories sa punta sa'yo. But this guy, Nikola Jokic, was also a factor. He was also making waves in the league. And I think, Anton, kung improvement ang pinag-uusapan, clearly, Nikola Jokic is the guy compared to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Making waves, but if I were a surfer, I won't be riding any waves dahil napakahina, napakababaw ng waves na ginagawa nitong si The Joke, Nikola Jokic.
Ano, Tej?
Okay, for now, pag-uusapan natin yan as the days go by, kung sinong mas mahirap i-spelling, sino mas mahirap ibigkas. Pero, let's move on to the next award, guys, okay? Pag-usapan naman natin ang Best Defensive Player of the Year Award. Sino ba may best protection ever? Siyempre, kailangan natin malaman yan. So far, pinag-usapan dyan si Draymond Green ng Golden State Warriors, the guy who can do it all on both ends of the floor, especially defensively. At siyempre, ang tinatawag nilang the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert ng Utah Jazz. So, Migs, let's start with you. Para sa'yo, sino sa tingin mo ang pinaka-mahusay in terms of the best protection ever?
TJ, you know, I'm a stats guy and I think Anton would also attest to that. Because stats don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Rudy Gobert, the #1 guy in shot blocks with 2.6 blocks per game, and he led the anchor sa Utah Jazz. And I think and I think he will get this award because you have to preserve the big man, Anton. If you get Draymond Green as the Defensive Player of the Year, mawawala ng essence yung true big man dito sa liga. And Rudy Gobert really proved that throughout this year, candidate din siya sa isa pang award dito sa ating liga. And I think for Rudy Gobert, if he gets this award, mas lalawak pa yung improvement ng mga big man sa liga natin, TJ.
Rudy Gobert is 7 feet tall. He's 7'1" to be more precise. Napakaraming mga players na ganon ang kanilang height. Hassan Whiteside comes to mind, Miles Turner, Kristaps Porzingis, Anthony Davis. And because of their height and length, they're supposed to be able to block shots. Draymond Green, my pick for Defensive Player of the Year, can do things that nobody in the NBA is able to do this season. Draymond Green can guard players 1 to 5, meaning guard point guards like he did Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum and Kyrie Irving in the finals. And get this, Draymond Green is the best defensive player in the 2 championship teams of the Golden State Warriors. You're a coach, Migs, and you know defense wins championships. Draymond Green is the #1 defensive player in the Golden State Warriors. And nakita naman natin kung ano ang nangyari kay Rudy Gobert nang bantayan niya si Stephen Curry sa second round ng NBA playoffs. Rudy Gobert was spinning around like a top because he couldn't stop Stephen Curry. While Draymond Green can defend players from all over the court, Rudy Gobert is limited to being in the paint.
Well, Migs, ito, himayin natin ng konti to. Let's stretch this a bit in terms of the Defensive Player of the Year award. Minsan kasi, you can use stats, you cannot use stats with this. Parang ano rin siya, MVP on the defensive end. If you take one guy out, how painful is it to the team defensively? Para sa'yo, if you take out Gobert from the Utah Jazz, which they were a very good defensive team this year, how painful would it be for them to lose a guy of his presence on the floor, so defensive presence?
Very good point, TJ. I don't think the Utah Jazz would be able to achieve kung ano yung na-achieve nila this season without him, because he's the anchor on the defense. And Utah Jazz is like the Memphis Grizzlies. Grit and grind. Their game starts from the defensive end. And you're taking the art of the game if you don't factor in the defense. Fine, Draymond Green can guard 1 to 5, but I don't think he would have done it even with the guys on his team. He is a product of the system, is Draymond Green. But for Rudy Gobert, Anton,
no, he's not a product of the system.
He is a product of the system.
No, he is not a product of the system.
He is
Can you teach Draymond Green how to talk the way he talks? No. So he is not a product of the system. Draymond Green is Draymond Green because he is Draymond Green. Ganun ang personality niya. That's how he talks. He's like a canine sniffing a bomb.
Do you think he will be...
step back si Kyrie Irving dahil naririnig niya si Draymond Green sa likod on the help defense.
Will he be that effective if he were on another team?
Yes.
I don't
because
think so.
nobody has the personality of Draymond Green.
That's personality, but then I don't
think part of communication.
Lalabas yung game niya even if, with the Steph and Clay.
Ang masasabi ko lang sa'yo, maraming Rudy Gobert sa NBA, pero iisa lang ang Draymond Green.
Iisa lang din ang klase ng Rudy Gobert. Alright, Tej, sige, let's move on.
Fine. Okay, moving on. Moving on na tayo, guys. Ang tindi ng debate niya, tumitindig yung balahibo ko dito. Okay, moving on tayo naman sa mga fresh. Sino ang mga fresh para sa inyo in terms of Rookie of the Year? Pag-usapan natin to, Anton, para sa iyo daw, si Dario Saric, si Migs naman, si Malcolm Brogdon. Although, kailangan natin i-mention na, siyempre, kasama din dyan as a candidate. Although, neither of you picked him, Joel, the process Embiid of the 76ers. Sige, Anton, para sa iyo, bakit si Dario Saric ang mas napili mo? Even over his teammate, si Embiid.
Unang-una, TJ, itong si Joel Embiid, alam mo, naiinis na ako sa kanya. Sapagkat hirit siya ng hirit ng the process. Kung ikaw ang the process, how come you don't go through the process of playing basketball? You're only playing 31 games in the entire season, while your teammate, Dario Saric, played in 81. And he started in more games than you also. 36 games, that's 5 more games than Embiid started. Saric is averaging a very decent 12 points per game, a little bit over that, a little bit over 6 points, or rebounds, per game, and 2 assists per game. While Malcolm Brogdon, the guy that Migs is riding with, rode on the shoulders of Giannis Antetokounmpo, and that is his only argument as to why this guy should be Rookie of the Year, because he made the playoffs. Aside from that, Dario Saric is the man.
Well,
okay, Migs, para sa'yo, bakit si Brogdon?
Kasi ganito, fine. Siguro sa debating to, agree ako sa'yo kay Joel Embiid.
Oh, next topic na.
Ay, teka lang. Agree ako sa'yo because we are fans of players who go through the process. Dario Saric, fine, 81 games. Limited si Joel Embiid because with only 31. Pero for Malcolm Brogdon, even though this award is anticlimactic, he was one of the key pieces sa Bucks in their playoff run. Fine, Giannis Antetokounmpo, teammate niya, pero 10 points a game, 2.8 rebounds per game, you know, fine.
Mas marami pa rin yung kay Saric. 12 beats 10, 6 beats 2.
Pero,
I don't even know why we're discussing this.
nagpunta naman sila sa
Next
playoffs.
topic.
Nasa na sa
Next
Philadelphia.
topic.
Nasa na sa Philadelphia.
Next topic.
He went to the playoffs is Malcolm Brogdon.
On to the next.
On to the next.
On to the next. Sige, on to the next tayo. Ito na, saving the best for last. Siyempre, MVP award, the most valuable player of the year award. Sino sa kanila will not let you down? Who has not let down his team? Although the candidates, of course, did not win the championship, but they brought their teams to greater heights nga. Sabi nga nila, they did not let their teams down. Okay, between the top two candidates, Migs, Anton, is it Westbrook? Is it Harden? Migs, para sa'yo, sino ang MVP mo?
Alright, I will drop my notes because hindi na kailangan pag-usapan yan. Russell Westbrook is automatic MVP. Nagbabasa ako kahapon, nagre-research ako, and the guys from the States, isa sa mga criteria nila is, ang akin ang napili ko, has this ever been done before? And the keyword,
Yes,
TJ,
it has actually.
It has been done before, but not in recent memory. And the value of Russell Westbrook in the team, in the OKC team, triple-double numbers, kailangan pa bang i-memorize yan? Kailangan pa bang isipin yan? But for him, it has never been done in recent memory. 1961-1962 season is Big O Oscar Robertson, last time that he did it.
And he didn't win the MVP.
But then, Russell Westbrook should have been the MVP because Big O should be the MVP that time. Ngayon,
He didn't
Anton,
win.
ang laban mo,
He didn't win.
kay
Bill
Rockets,
Russell won.
Kay Rockets, third place sila. Fine, sixth place ang West. Baka yun lang ang talo namin kay Russell Westbrook. Pero, you take out Russell Westbrook, you take out the value of that OKC team. The Rockets, they can still kind of revive, but then you take out
Patrick
Russell
Beverly
Westbrook.
is no Steve Nash. He
Binuhat
is no
ni
James
Russell
Harden.
Westbrook ang OKC kahit wala si Kevin
At
Durant.
hindi binuhat ni James Harden ang Rockets?
Binuhat ni Russell Westbrook ito si Kevin Durant.
Okay, Anton, obviously, James Harden ka, para sa'yo, anong meron ng James Harden kung bakit kaya niyang makumbinse yung mga bumoto na kahit na merong ang triple-double average siyang si Westbrook na siya dapat ang MVP?
TJ, first of all, I want to congratulate you for being a part of the members na bumoto for MVP. And I hope you made the right choice, TJ. I really hope that you made the right choice. Kung ako ang nabigyan ng pagkakataon to choose MVP, ito yung magiging criteria ko. Number one, how much does the player do for his team? Number two, what would the team be without him? And number three, para sa akin, ang pinaka-importante, how he would fare against his most or closest rival for MVP. I'll start with number one. James Harden played 7 seasons prior to his 8th season this year as a shooting guard. So for the first time, he played as a point guard. You can't just do that. You can't just transition into playing a position that you have never played in the past, but James Harden did it seamlessly, and he led the league in assists. Who does that? James Harden was able to do it.
Who
Nobody
does the triple-double average?
As I mentioned earlier, the Big O in 1962.
In recent memory.
Keep quiet, your turn is done. Going back to what I was saying,
Time is ticking.
James Harden did something that has never been done. Switch to the point guard position and lead the league in assists. His points average is not that below Russell Westbrook's. And if James Harden is taken out of the Rockets, they will be in shambles because Patrick Beverly cannot run the Mike D'Antoni offense. At pangatlo, ang pinaka-importante, TJ, how he fared against his closest MVP rival, Russell Westbrook. 4 na beses silang naglaban sa regular season. Ilang beses nanalo ang OKC sa Houston? 1 beses lamang. At sa playoffs, alam naman natin ang nangyari. Napakaikli ng serye. 4-1. Ang in-expect natin mula sa OKC, isang laro na kasing tindi, na kasing lakas ng signal number 3. Pero ang ating naramdaman, isang patak lamang ng ulan. Kaya si James Harden ang karapat-dapat na MVP ngayong season.
We'll see.
Okay. We've heard enough. Sana siguro nadinig dapat kayo ng mga voters para mas sumakit ulo nila kapag nadinig nila ang inyong mga punto dahil grabe nga naman, it's such a close race to call. Okay, just to wrap this guys up, guys, ang mga choices ninyo syempre for Migs, he picked Jokic as his most improved player of the year. Gobert for defensive player of the year. At syempre, ang kanyang MVP ay walang iba kundi si Russell Westbrook. Si Anton naman, he went with Giannis for his most improved. He went with Draymond Green for his defensive player of the year award. At syempre naman, si James Harden para si MVP. So boys, maraming salamat sa mga pinili ninyo at sa pagdebate ninyo. And we'll find out soon enough if your picks will be the ones who will be getting the awards next week in the very first annual NBA Annual Awards happening next week. So mga kapamilya, kayo po, ano po ang inyong mga boto? Sino mga manok ninyo? Hindi lang para sa MVP, kundi pati sa Most Improved Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, at maging sa Rookie of the Year. Sino pinaka-fresh? Sino pinaka-magaling magproteksyon? Aba, magsalita na kayo at sabihin niyo na po sa amin yan sa ating Facebook page, sa comments dyan, pati na sa ating Twitter page, at pati na rin sa YouTube. Hanapin niyo na po ang ABS-CBN Sports. And don't forget the hashtag, The Score by Rexona. So guys, Migs, Anton, maraming salamat for joining us. Mag-practice na kayo ng inyong basketball dahil malapit na tayo mag-pro.
Walang problema.
Inyo lahat, mga kaibigan, I'll be home very soon and we'll see you again for another edition of this Setting the Score powered by Rexona. It won't let you down.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.